big Randy Rose head is? I'll show you how big it is. Good morning, Dave. I cannot speak this morning.
You forget your name.
Dave Glovin and Randy Rhodes Boogie with the Bull for Monday morning, the 15th of December in the year 2025. Means you have about 10 days left if you need to Christmas shop and you want to be on time. If you don't want to be on time, you have plenty of time. If you're looking for half price stuff all over the place, you have about 16 days to go because you don't get that until the day after Christmas, usually. Anyway, we're here. We're going to have fun, drink coffee, and talk about it. And it is possible that William Lockett may join us a little bit later, but anyone is welcome to join. You just have to come into a chat room on my profile on Facebook or over on YouTube, the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, and say, please send me the link.
Please. And it said it so politely.
Because that's what we do. If you can't respect everybody, then the rules may be broken and you may not be allowed to come on.
There you go. So do you want to start off or let me start off?
No, you can start it off.
Okay. Well, since you mentioned about sales, I will mention this. For those of you, today's too late for you guys, but my daughter, I don't know how she finds all these special prices and things going on, but she said, Dad, we have any money left? I said, we got a few bucks left. What? She said, well, Pets, I think it's Pet Supplies, a local store. It's having this big sale. You buy one, you get two for free. I said, damn, for fur babies. So I said, sure. I said, okay, go through, pick out what you want, and tell me what the price is. And I'll tell you, yeah, I will, yeah, no, I won't. So she had like $104 total, but with the price special, it came to $30.
Cool.
He said, yeah, just do that. So we spent $30 on the fur babies yesterday.
You spent $30 on the fur babies?
Yeah, we did. So they'll have Christmas. Of course, my kids, my son, his wife, and 3 grandkids and my daughter. I can't get my wife yet. Damn. I gotta get some money.
You did not get your anything?
No.
Claudette, you best not be watching Claudette because
and the sad thing is
Randy forgot to get you something.
Yeah, I did. The sad thing is that Amazon is our go-to place to buy stuff because it's usually a very good price and you get it the next day, usually. But so because we all 3 in the household use Amazon, it's kind of hard to sneak it past them because they'll see, oh, Randy, you got this in the cart waiting to be paid for. Oh, Randy, this is on the way to the house. Oh, Randy got so there's no surprises when it comes to buying stuff. We're too old for surprises. We'll have a heart attack.
So don't have a heart attack, please.
So Christmas is coming slowly. We did have it. We did put a tree up. Unfortunately, we had one last year, and the 7 cats left them alone, left the tree alone.
Oh.
But this year they were having a party time. So we actually did take the tree down because they were chewing on the branches. They were, bopping around with the Christmas ornaments. I thought, well, that's a tragic waiting to happen. So we took it down. So anyways, I guess the big story for today is Rob Ryder and his wife Michelle stabbed to death in her home last night.
Yes.
When I first saw that come across my phone, they said that the son did it. But now they're saying no, he's just he's cooperating, and at this point they have no suspects. For those of you who don't know who Rob Ryder is, he played Meathead in All in the Family.
Yes, he did.
He also is responsible for the movies Spinal Tap, Henry Met Sally, Stand By Me, and one of my favorites, A Few Good Men. Yep. I enjoyed that movie. And obviously, who did not like All in the Family? Unfortunately, a show like that in today's environment would not work very well. That's why I'm surprised Tim Allen came back. Tim Allen had his show for a while. He got attacked by a lab, got taken off the air. He didn't leave, but he came back, but onto a more conservative network, and he's doing very well. In fact, some of the original cast members are actually starting to pop up in this new series. So I love Tim Allen. He's one of those he's like a Rickos. What the hell's his name?
Don Rickles.
Don Rickos, where he makes fun of people's religion and way to look and so forth. And got away with it. I think if you can't laugh at yourselves, then you're in sad shape. And he has never ever done out of harm or malice. And they always pick on the white, the blacks, the Chinese, Orientals, but the fat, the skinny, the old, the feeble. But they always, people laughed, because But I guess we're in an age where you cannot laugh, which is pretty sad. Um, I also now. Did you want to talk more about Rob Reiner, or should I just go through my list and you can take
No,
up?
I'm okay. I just wanted to offer our condolences to the Reiner family. And from what I read, they were as sorry as the rest of us are, and they just want some time to heal and go through it like everybody else. So I hope they get. It's not a day to bash. I was gonna open with something he did once, but I don't think it's really necessary today. We'll go from that. We can cover the Bondi Beach, Hanukkah, Sydney, Australia massacre, which is just crazy. You know, father and son took their guns and went and shot the whole thing up and killed 12 people and injured a whole lot more.
So he has Rob Reiner has three kids,
Yep.
um, two boys and a girl, the way it looks. He's worth $200 million.
Yep.
So you know, I hate to think that one of the kids would have done this, but you never know. I've seen videos of little 8, 10, 12-year old kids, and the mom and dad, finally decide to discipline the child and or take away the video games or whatever, and the kid just goes through his tirade and destroys the house.
Well,
Um,
this I think was a little bit different, where Nick is a screenwriter, evidently, and known in that capacity. So I don't really know what's going on. As you said, you don't want to think it was the family, but it could be a Menendez brothers situation all over again. For all we know, information details are kind of coming in, and everybody's piecing it together. So
you would think he would have cameras all over his house, so you would think it wouldn't be uh, too hard to figure out who was at the house last night. But we'll see.
oh,
Um,
if his son was there, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Three kids. If the three kids lived with them, it's kind of obvious. His daughter evidently found them at 3:30 in the afternoon, apparently deceased, and called LA paramedics, who evidently confirmed they were deceased. So if she made the call, she could be convicted. I mean, she could be a person of interest. If the son was there, he could have been. So, me personally, I'm kind of holding back from giving the actual and factual until we know what the actual and factual is.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
but go ahead. What else do you have?
So, and the Bondi attack. Obviously, I can begin to pronounce the names, so I didn't bother to write.
Right.
I did write the names down. Sajid Akram was the father, and Novid Akram is the son.
Right.
Uh, I'm going to assume Muslim. If I'm wrong, correct me, please.
From what
Um,
I understand, it was an anti-Semitic attack, so it could
well,
have been.
obviously.
So
I mean,
right, so it could have been. It could have been anybody. You know.
so the father and son had weapons. That apparently you're allowed to have certain weapons in Australia, but not other weapons. And somehow they had a combination of both. They did manage to, at this point, a 10-year-old girl was killed, two rabbis, 15 in total died, 42 were injured. And what surprised me was a local fruit market stand owner, who also I believe is Muslim by his name, was able to stop one. He actually physically used his body to attack the one shooter, grabbed the gun away from him, and then held the gun at the shooter until the cops came over and made the arrest. So he's going to be held and rightfully so, a hero for stopping what could have gotten a lot worse. And one of the sad things is that one of the people who was shot, he actually survived, was a victim of the attack in Israel back in October. So he left Israel thinking it was too dangerous to live to go to Australia to actually go through it again. He said he's actually shot. The bullet grazed his head. The doctor said if it was been over to close to over, he would have been dead. So and then I was watching that Muslim's mayor's speech in New York City, and I'm thinking to myself, I know the Jews voted for that guy, but they're going to be so sorry. Um, I think New York City is going to see a huge change.
Well, it's going to be a mess because he thinks he's going to raise taxes. And Governor Kathy Holcomb has already told him, and she's a Democrat too, but she's already told him no, it, she's not going to sign it. And whether or not the New York City Council has the votes to override a governor's veto, which I doubt, uh, we're going to be where we are. Plus, there's so much garbage coming around that Robert De Niro, who I call Robert the Zero, uh, lives in New York and owes something like $300 million in taxes, and that wasn't even right. So, you know, all these people are going to be complaining about their taxes going up. Well, if you voted for them and your taxes go up, then you voted for your taxes to go up.
I no, you know what? I don't think you're going to hear if he does raise the taxes. I don't think you're going to hear the complaints because look at
Oh, I think
California.
you're going to hear a
No, no,
lot.
no, no. Look
I
at
think you're going to
California.
hear.
California has taxes out the kazoo, and somehow, legally or illegally, he keeps getting voted in, and he's managed to survive two votes to kick him out. Uh, and I
Well,
realize that California has a lot of wealthy people, but
but
not everyone in California is a multimillionaire.
but this is Gavin Newsom's last term as governor, so he's all done with his second term as governor or however many terms he's had. This is his last term, so he's all done. You may see him as an activist in the state in some capacity, but he's all done.
It's my
So
understanding he's thinking about running for president.
everybody's thinking about running for president, and if you read the polls, and I read one last night that you know he's not even mentioned in people that are running or thinking about running. AOC has made no announcement. Well, I mean, I guess has announced that she's running for it. JD Vance is running for it, and they're not close in poll numbers. Well, I guess they are. They're looking at like 40% right now in their respective parties. So, I don't you know, I don't listen to everybody says, "Well, I'm going to run for president," because you can run for president all you want. You just got to get voted in.
Can we do this for a moment? Um, uh, I watched your show on Friday. I have to admit, I was totally lost as to. Uh, I had, and I don't want to go start talking about something I don't know about. I
Okay.
have an idea what you guys were talking about,
Hmm.
and I actually went and I Googled the group.
Yep.
Uh, so I'm going to say what I think it is, and you obviously going to have to correct me because I know I'm wrong. But
No,
the way
I'll just say it back to
the
you.
way
I'm
the
not
way
correcting you. I'll just
oh
say
no
it
no no
back to
please
you.
do because it sounds like there's a an organization inside the United States that feels that we're a and I can't wrap my brains around this early morning, but uh, that we are they are part of the republic, and that the government we have right now um, is illegal, and that based on the various things of how our government was created, our nation was created, and if I hear that there are some people in the organization that has some titles, it's like a government official titles. So if you could tell me and
The,
educate me and
the
tell the folks
word
who are watching what
the
that was all
word
about.
the word interim is before any title that they have, because there cannot, until there are elections in the republic, they could not be elected
Okay,
to the position that they hold.
okay. So
No.
hold on, thought. So
To,
what I'm going to do is
but there
no,
has
hold
to
on.
be a person in that position in order for the republic to go through. What I'm going to do is
Okay,
I'm going to send you back to the website and tell you to read
yeah.
more.
So yeah, because I'm kind of curious because it almost sounds I'd like to know more about it because just so I feel I'm stupid. And
Yep.
I know Derek Arnold. He and I used to be friends
Mm-hmm.
a few years back, and I followed him, and then he followed me. And
Yep.
he, the last I knew, he was living out in the woods, living a good life. Every now and
No.
then he'd pop up, and he would be doing stuff to get people elected. And that's the last I saw of him.
Yep. But I will put the name of the group. I'll put the name of the group. Republic. Oops, wait a minute. Republic of.
I'm going to save that link thing. I do want to educate myself on it just to see what's going on with it. I'm kind of curious.
Okay. We'll do that. That should put the name into. The name of the group was Republic of the USA, and if you listen to the broadcast, you will get most of your questions answered. And if you didn't get them answered, then you'll be told where to go in the broadcast. And I personally just don't want to get to where I'm answering questions for the group because I'm not a member of the group at this time. I was asked to do a broadcast, and we did a broadcast, and I hope we do more broadcasts, and that's
Now,
about
is that United
that.
State or United States plural?
Yeah, it should say it should say United States. I'm sorry.
Okay. And I heard that you put your head out there for interim secretary of um, the press or something like that.
I just jokingly said that. Yes, yes. But I'm not a member of the organization at this time. But if I do in fact get vetted and become a member, yeah, I could be.
That,
I would look at press secretary, or I would look at uh, whatever position
I can
might be
see you.
worth it. But
I can see you doing that. Okay, so the Bondi thing. Luckily, that was brought to a speedy end. I do know that the Prime Minister of Israel is very pissed off with the Australian government. He claims they're not doing enough to protect the Jewish population there. Hey, there he is.
there he is. William Lockett has joined us.
I made it.
Can't do it that way.
So how you doing, William?
I'm doing okay. Just yarded myself out of bed, started a fire, made some coffee.
Oh
It's
no! Don't
cold.
start fires.
It's so cold out there.
You
Oh,
started a fire inside your house.
Oh yeah.
You mean a fireplace?
Yes. Yes. It is most good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my dad used when he retired from the Air Force, he bought this beautiful, beautiful rancher here in Lancaster County,
Mhm.
and it had two fireplaces, one in the living room and one down in the basement. Big
Yeesh.
fireplaces, and he used to use them. He made sure they're safe. He had them all cleaned out and chimney swept, and he bought the various kinds of Duraflame logs like that. And I tell you what, when that thing got going, it warmed up the house.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's nothing like wood heat. It's wonderful.
yep. Nothing like wood heat.
Yes.
So what's on William Lockett's mind this morning?
Oh, not a whole lot. I'm.
Oh, speaking of which, Dave, did you still want that microphone of mine?
It was a webcam, I think.
Yeah, that's my webcam. Yeah.
Yeah, but we can talk afterwards. But
This one here.
I may be interested in it. I'm not sure
Well,
yet.
Boop, boop, yeah.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah.
They're
That's,
really,
that's a 720.
they're really easy. Plug and play.
Yeah, just plug it in.
Yeah.
Works. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want it, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I have
we
no
can
need
talk
for it.
afterwards. Yeah. Okay. I may talk to you about
Yeah.
it.
So,
Excuse me.
Bondi Beach, man.
Bondi Beach was not the place to be.
Absolutely not.
The
be honest,
father.
It seems
was-
strange that in a country that dealt with something like guns by getting rid of all of them for the average person, that the shooting would even happen. But whatever.
Yeah. This is true, William. The father evidently was taken out in the incident. The son was not taken out and was arrested. And I don't know if he is being cooperative or not.
Huh.
The son, evidently, what I read, was a Pakistani national. So who knows?
If it turns out that they can trace them back to a particular ideology or government, I see the Prime Minister of Israel doing an attack on that country.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
He's not gonna. Netanyahu's not gonna attack a country for this. No. He attacked Gaza because that's their fucking neighbor, and it was needed a response.
Well, Trump's
But
going.
He's
Trump's
not
going
like
now.
he's not like America, who can just pack up and move their military halfway around the world and fucking fight a war and win.
Okay, I know Trump said he's going to respond to the attack on the 2 American soldiers and the American translator. So that's going to be coming. I did see too in the news this morning that Maduro is starting to plead with Trump to have a face-to-face conversation, and Trump's more or less saying, "No, we're not going to talk."
Yeah, Trump knows that Maduro is not ready to bargain to the point where he needs him to be, and so he's not going to waste his time. Just like with Zelensky, just like with anybody else.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, if I can't get anything out of this deal, we're not going to sit down and talk.
Yeah.
No,
Well, Zelensky is an interesting place that they're under martial law
It happened for fucking a decade.
Right, in Ukraine, and until they are out of martial law, there cannot be a public election. So,
Oh yeah, that fun stuff.
so Zelensky technically can be in as president. It doesn't mean that anybody wants him to be in as president. It just means that they're stuck with him until this thing ends.
They're stuck with Zelensky until they want to get our hand out of their backside, because we are working them like some puppets.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why he doesn't want the war to end. Because if the war ends, she's out of office.
Oh, we'll find another one. It's no
Derek
problem.
Arnold,
We will never relinquish control on Ukraine anymore. It's already sealed, and it might as well become Florida light.
I want to thank Derek Arnold. The website is republicforusa.org. What I will say is it is legitimate. They are They are the Republic right now for all intents, sakes, and purposes. But go read and do the information yourself. And
I caught the ass into that show. That was pretty good.
thank you. Go watch the broadcast that we did. It had over 1,000 views so far as we did it. It will give you basic information and it will bring you on further from there. Derek, do you want to join us this morning?
He's on his way to work, he said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to do 8 million things at once as life producer. Good morning, Patriots. I am off to work. See you all soon. Thank you, Derek, for popping in and putting the actual website in there. That helped.
Okay, so
Very
for those
much.
of you who might be trying to get into that site, my computer just flagged it being not secure. So
Okay,
I'm just saying, in case someone gets into it.
I understand. If no one gets into it, we'll figure out something else.
I got to the side. It took a minute for stuff to load, but everything's on here.
Yeah, I'm not a spokesman for the organization. I want you to get accurate information if you are looking. What we did was we gave an overview of the organization, and we will help everybody from there. I want to bring them on for more. I want to bring Derek Arnold on for more. Derek was in a constitutional law conversation last night, discussion, whatever you want to call it, with people who want to bring him on, and we really want to grow this thing because if you believe we're a corporation now, at some point we got to go back to being a republic. If we want to do it, and I think we want to do it. You look like you had something to say.
Well, let me ask you this. Oh, no, forget it. That's
no. Go ahead.
This is going to come across bad, but that's the way I am. So, would it be similar to a takeover of our current governments, like a
It's well, I guess you could call it a takeover if you want to call it a takeover, Randy. But I guess there was the republic, and at some point we became the corporation, and we need to return to the republic. And these are the legitimate people that will return you to the republic. And we can sit here and go, well, they have interim titles, and they have this title, and they have that title. Well, they have this title, they have that title. They're doing the work in all of the titles that they need to get done right now as they grow the organization. But they have military people that are involved. Some military that recruited Trump. I can't remember reading this morning. I'm sorry. Some people that recruited Trump. That Trump recruited the Republic, the military, civil military authority, continuity of government.
Continuity of governance.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Derek. I'm just having trouble reading this morning, and I don't want to say anything that I don't know. I just want to gear people toward that broadcast, and hopefully they join and we do this. That's what I want to say. We join and we do this. We join and we do this. So if you take a look at it, and if it meets with your approval, please join and become a part of it, and we will do this. If people want to do this, I don't know what words I want to use this morning, so I don't really want to use any words to give someone the wrong impression. We are under oaths of office. And
the one thing we haven't talked about is the shooting at Brown University.
Well, let me just end
I've
on.
only seen like one news article about that.
Yeah, I saw something brief on it that I didn't have an opportunity to read.
I know hasn't been caught yet, which is pretty sad. I know that he went to. They think he has something to do with the some type of affiliation with the engineering department. That's where he went. He went to engineering building, and that's where he did the shooting. I know he's wearing all black, um, but 2 days after the fact, they have not found him yet. They have to find him soon. I wonder if the students are still on lockdown. I mean, I would be afraid if the guy hasn't been caught yet. I'd be afraid to walk outside, thinking he might come back and do more harm.
I have a gun, so I'm not really worried about that kind of shit.
I would hope that they don't do that and it becomes a continuing shooting situation. I would just hope that if the person is not there anymore, they have gone away, and if the person has gone away, that they think about giving themselves up. That's about all I have.
I really don't think they would go back and do it again or come to the same grounds to do the same thing.
Right.
It's just not how they typically behave. Normally, when you wind up with a shooting situation, it's one big one-off and then bam, done. Even if they do get away, they'll be on the run for a while, but they won't be on the run while shooting people. The exception is the DC sniper, because that guy would just made it his entire point to be mysterious and shoot out of nowhere. And yeah, that little team got found out too.
Okay. Yep. Thank you for coming, Derek. I just don't want to give the wrong information to anyone. So we are under oath of office and appointed officials, just as Trump in doing for the corporate empire. So they're the right people. I just don't want to give any wrong information on it. So they need 8 seats, 8 seats times 50, 400 people in each state. The counties need to be seated, and it just goes, and it will go. I just don't want to give the wrong information about it.
So do we think that Tim Walz is going to step down from his position? Because
No.
No.
People like that don't give up power.
Yeah,
He can be taken from them, like he can be run out like they did Biden, but he won't just give it up. There's no way in hell.
I think he will be run out at the ballot box, because this is like, they're talking about another $250 million that he wants to appear as the guy who said no but paid it all anyway. And his job as the chief executive of the state would have been to stop it and stand up for stopping it. And did he do that? No.
Nope.
I think what's going to happen is going to be just some people in his office who's going to fall on their sword for him and take the blame for the lack of security on the money. They said that they tracked some Somalians down to the country of Moldova, where they used the money to buy private villas. They spend money on champagne, outdoor hot tubs, cars, planes. There was a $48 million scam from the food program. They found boxes filled with cash. And they said that they were able to track millions of dollars that went to Chinese and Kenyan banks. You would think that those banks would have to be forced to return that money to the U.S. government.
Well, they're not going to turn it back. I would think we're just going to have to learn how it got there, so that we don't find ourselves in that same position again. And
I just do that to stop international banking, and I don't know how that's going to happen.
I don't think Tim Walz is going to be there to do it again because realistically, I don't think Tim Walz knows how. I don't think Tim Walz knows anything other than putting a tampon in a machine in the men's bathroom, for lack of putting it better.
Likely he's got just as many handlers as Biden did.
Yeah, I don't think he would have been able to do the job as vice president, and I certainly would not have wanted to be Kamala Harris's vice president. No, I just don't. I just think he's an idiot.
Well, we all know that, but unfortunately, the American people keep voting these idiots back into the office. It is what it is. For some reason, Democrats are hell bent on destroying this nation and turning it over to our enemies. I don't understand why. You know, but yeah, I understand
Free
power.
people, power, and money.
I understand that, but don't you realize that once an enemy gets into your country, you're no longer needed because you served your purpose. You got us in here, so we no longer need you. And
They don't understand that, though. They don't think that far forward.
Right. They need us because they need the quote unquote slaves that are going to be here to them. And I mean, it's just world domination, but it's world domination in a way that's kind of corrupt, that doesn't make sense. I mean, you can look at this one way that Christians did this to them, decades and centuries ago, and they're doing it back decades and centuries later. And again, it's me throwing my hands up in the air like I always do. Why can't we just break bread and try to figure this all out? I mean, there's realistic questions that we can ask them that, our Constitution says no Sharia law. Very simple. We do law differently. And if you want to be a citizen of the United States, then you need to accept the laws that we have, and you need to be able to speak in English if that's what you want to add on there, and write English and communicate in English. But
I thought Trump made it either through. I don't think he passed a law, but he did an amendment
to
an
executive order.
Executive order making English our national language.
He did, but executive orders, you have to remember,
they would be turned over.
You're right. They're only in effect as long as the president at the time keeps them in effect or stops them, and it's a lot of times because Congress won't pass a law that needs to be passed. But
I just don't understand our country. I'm glad that I live here and not somewhere else. Although at the time I really loved living in England, but had my dad decided to stay there, we would be living in a country that I wouldn't want to be in because of the close proximity. The close proximity of my dad's home to London. We would be right there in the neck of the woods of the Muslim takeover.
I mean, I guess you get what you vote for, but if that's what people are voting for, I don't know if it's what you want.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of videos recently of Germany, Ireland, Scotland, England. They're out in the streets. And they want to take their control of the country back. In fact, Ireland, I think Ireland has that where they're doing it, with their mask and covered up so they can't see, they got their voices screwed up. You watch. I think we're going to see some civil wars take place in those countries because the people are tired of allowing their government to bring these people in. And that they're forgetting who the citizens are. They're forgetting who fought for the independence and the freedom of that nation, and they want it back. And I do think that there's going to be an uproar of the people against the governments.
Definitely not a civil war, but definitely a fight back, because that's what we're seeing now. As it gets worse, it depends on what the government does as to what the reaction will be, but it will not be all out. Like, bring guns
Well, you know what I
and
mean.
go into the street and shoot people. It's not going to happen.
Then it's destined to fail because the government's going to bring in the military, unless the military stands with the people. It's going to fail, and then it's going to be worse.
Well, then you wind up with a shooting incident within the military ranks because there will be those who follow orders and those who don't. Yeah.
Yep.
Chaos, fun chaos, absolute chaos.
Fun chaos.
Fun chaos. Yeah.
That stuff where anything can happen.
So are you ready for Christmas, William?
Absolutely. We got a tree up and everything now. My buddy went down and shot it down with a shotgun the other day. Brought it over.
You shot your tree down?
Fuck yeah, that's how we get our trees up here.
Oh, okay.
At least on this compound.
Wait, are you sure you shot your tree?
12 gauge. Bomb bomb.
Well, it can't be a very big tree as far as the diameter of the trunk then.
Mine's not. His is. His is pretty decent. His is like a 7-foot tree. I got a little 5-foot one.
So why would you just use a saw?
Because the shotgun's faster and it's fucking cold out there, Randy.
That's true.
Like hella cold.
How cold is it today up there?
Let's see. We got 12 degrees on the barometer. However, that's not factoring in the wind chill. The wind's still blowing. Cold weather advisory. Let's see what it says it'll drop down to if we're not careful. Leg. And resource library, useful information. Come on, bring up the warning for God's sake. That's all I want. Okay.
You can go to your favorite
until
weather
6 a.m. Until 6 a.m. Wednesday, frostbite and hypothermia are possible if exposed to these temperatures. Yes.
Right.
Dangerously cold wind chills as low as 35 below. So, yeah, it's still plenty fucking cold up here.
So do not go to Alaska this weekend. You don't want a vacation in Alaska this weekend. You also don't want a vacation on the East Coast up in the Northeast because
like Maine and all that. Yeah.
They're brutally cold too. I was talking to my mother yesterday and it was like 29 degrees there.
Mm-hmm. And that's not a fun cold either. It's
no,
it's a bone chilling cold.
And I said to her, the nice thing about being in Florida is you can wake up and it's that cold, but usually by afternoon it's
by noon it's 80. Yeah.
You're looking at 80 and you put all that stuff on in the morning only to take it all off in the afternoon.
Right. Between that and the sun showers.
Yeah. Yesterday was nice. It just, it wasn't warm enough for shorts, but it was a nice day.
Decent.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we didn't have to shovel snow. My thoughts and I'll go out to Michael Anthony, who did have to shovel snow before he joined us on Sunday night. Make sure you watch that broadcast too. And if you're a real person that has some real talk to tell the come join us.
There he is.
Welcome to come join us. I'm there. I don't know what happened.
Just blipped out for a second.
I blipped out for a second. I probably got cut by I probably alienated somebody, and I didn't mean to this morning.
Zucker fucking snagged you.
This right here is not saying the wrong things. It's just having trouble getting the wrong things out of my mouth or getting anything out of my mouth this morning. So I apologize.
I did watch your show with Michael. I'm glad to hear he's finally got his water situation under control.
Very glad to hear that. Very glad to hear that he has finally got that going. But then again, just because somebody does something doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to see the end that we need for him. And having to, hopefully it's going to it's going to lead to an end because you need water. Water's an intricate part of your life.
Yes.
That's what I said.
That's what my wife keeps saying.
Water and power.
When my wife gets her disability check, well, actually, I think it's a Social Security check. She said, "Okay, Randy," she said, "what bills you pay?" I said, "Okay, I paid the electric, I paid Comcast, I paid errands. You paid the water bill?" I said, "Well, it's not due yet." She said, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yes, it's not due yet. Because we can't do that water." I said, "Yeah, I know. It's not due yet." And then my check pays the rent, and then the rest of it goes towards food and shit like that, and to my my office.
Yes, the studies.
Studies.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to think what else do I need to make this because I'm very pleased my broadcasts are hitting over 500 now.
Good.
Nice.
And so I'm trying to think, what do I need to make to complete the ensemble for my studio, as some people call this stuff. Because I don't know what's I need. I got new ones. I got microphone. I got HD camera. I got 3 monitors.
Right.
I'll send you a black Santa for your desk. That'll be perfect.
But wait, did you say a black Santa?
Black Santa. Yeah, we got this figure. That's like about yay tall, and it's just Black Santa. It looks burly as hell, and he's got the big old bushy beard and everything. He's just black.
We actually saw
so
one.
weird.
We actually saw a person the other day, as you just described, and the weird thing about it is we never said there was one. That doesn't mean there isn't one, but the story that we grew up on is he wasn't black. And I'm sorry, but I've always
like
said,
Jesus.
I've always said, yes.
Well, okay, wait. There's conversation that the people who lived in that area of the world were of a darker skin. Not I wouldn't say black,
Right.
but their skin was a darker tone.
But and see, I just don't know enough to preach that when we're on, and I don't want to alienate anybody. So if you know and you have the ideas or the proof, then come be on and tell me. I wonder a lot if maybe he has joined. Where did he go?
Saint Nick. This came from Patara, a town in ancient Lycia on the southern coast of what is now Turkey.
You keep bleeping out.
Dark folks.
I saw something interesting, and again, because of the things I searched, but there's this civics professor who, for multiple years, taught his kids there's no such thing as heaven, no such thing as God, and so forth.
Well, that's stupid.
Until, and they actually had video footage from the hospital with the doctors and nurses. I guess the guy died on the table, and they brought him back. And
that'll change your fucking mind.
He was just totally. Yeah. I saw him. I saw Jesus. I saw Jesus. Oh, I'm so sorry. He's real. I just went on for like 5 minutes. But it's too late.
Yeah, I had a similar experience when I died on the operating table, except I didn't doubt that was a thing. I've never doubted the existence of God and Jesus.
And me being a Jewish boy, trying to open the door to tell the nurse that I had hemorrhaged and I needed some help, I hit the floor, and to be honest with you, I don't know what I saw. But everybody's got a different view of what they
yes.
Truly.
What they might have seen.
That encounter is I don't recommend it for anyone, but it's definitely something that will open the eyes of anybody.
Yeah.
I do know that there were 2 in my life where the voice of God said to me, "David, my son, this is not your time," or words to that effect. One was in the birth canal when I was being born, and I don't remember the other one. But uh, you know, so I'm here because it's not my time, and I hope for a very long time that it's not my time.
Yeah, my memories of my childhood, I can only go back as far as when my dad was stationed in Mississippi. That would have been
Yeah,
kindergarten. I don't remember anything beyond that. A couple things I remember clearly is I was in class and I was very sick and I threw up on myself. And of course, they called my mom, and mom came to get me. And of course, she parked as far away from the damn school as she could. And here I am, down to my underwear and t-shirt. And I knew enough about the kindergarten. You don't run around in your underwears. Um, and my mom wanted me to go out to the car. I said, and I went kicking and screaming because I knew enough. You don't, walk around in front of your friends, under a t-shirt. I remember that clearly. Um, I remember all my friends were black because we were in a military base, and there was a lot of black families who joined the Air Force. But I also remember that was during the age where whites walked on one side of the street and blacks walked on the other side of the street, and you don't drink from each other's water fountains. That I remember very clearly as a child.
Actual racism. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not this shit they're doing now.
no.
if our black cat closes her eyes and you look,
You don't see her.
you don't see her. I mean, she unfortunately threw up. It was minor. It was minor, but it just.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
wake up call during the night. Oh.
No,
Then
no,
they get up in the
no,
car.
no.
They're going to turn the light switch on. Oh,
No. I got to see her, so I cleaned it up as soon as I saw it, and I made sure that she had plenty of water to drink because I thought that's what she would do or want to do. And then she crawled into the table next to my desk because that's another spot that she evidently has decided she likes to be.
Do you have live plants in your house? I was
No,
going to say, yeah, this. Depending on what you
No.
do, they're deadly. The cats.
no, she was in the bathroom before because I had to get out to do laundry, and it looked like she had eaten some plastic, but I didn't see any plastic around for her to eat, or paper, cardboard, something. So she does appear to be fine, and she's just kind of resting like she normally rests.
We had a cat. I forget which one it was. Somehow it got a hold of something, a piece of thread or something, and
Yeah.
the cat's walking around. My daughter says, "Dad, what's that sticking out the back of his cat out of his butt?" And I looked, and there's a little piece of thread or string, right? I thought, damn. So, I went over automatically, and I kind of thought I could just pull it out. No, it was in there. So we
If you,
called the vet. The vet said, "Do not
no,
pull.
right. Do not.
Let it come out on its own." And it eventually it did.
Right. Do not, or go to a vet that knows how to remove it and have them
Yeah.
remove it. It's the first thing that I ever learned. But Donna crochets a lot, but
I bet the cat loves the
up until about a week, she never had any interest in the yard being there, and I don't. So I don't know. I mean, maybe she got a hold of. She didn't get a hold of any yarn. You can't see any yarn. She just decided to. Maybe she drank too fast, is what it was. I had walked out of the room, so maybe she drank water at one point too fast.
And we have a cat. Her name's Cora. She, on a nightly basis, she just throws up a bunch of food. I don't know if I think she's just eating too much because we leave the cat dishes out, right? So they can free will eat whenever they want to, and for whatever reason, every night, guaranteed, she'll throw up dinner, and then she'll go right back to eating.
this wasn't that. We do the same thing, but we don't. She doesn't eat much, and we just kind of watch where she goes to sleep, so we can watch her, make sure she's okay
Yeah.
during the day. And Lord knows what she does at night because that's when they're active.
Well,
But
I have to admit, at night when I'm here, I'm still working like 9, 10 o'clock at night. And when
yeah,
my cat's not, she's ready for bed. She'll come up and she'll start walking back and forth with my keyboard. Actually, she somehow she manages to straddle the keyboard. She never actually walks on the buttons on the keys. And I know that she's saying, "Dad, it's time to go to bed." So I'll go to
yeah,
bed and she'll join me. And my other cat, Kindle, he'll stay up for at least 1 to 2 hours max, chasing poor Cora. Here I'm trying to fall asleep, and he wants to play, and he's chasing poor Cora. You hear the damn footsteps going boom, 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 until finally he tires himself out, and then he comes to bed and he sleeps. Um,
yeah.
but that's his routine every night, and I feel so bad for Cora.
And William has no cats because he just wants to go to
I
sleep.
don't do cats. We have competitions and little problems and clashes, and I come home
Yeah,
and I pay my bills and I have some food and I pet my dog because my Chihuahua loves me. And
oh God,
if I had a cat, it would just be come home and feed the cat and then pet the cat and then make sure the cat's okay and then have the cat come and sit on my freaking lap when I'm trying to game or whatever and start clawing at me because dude, they do that cute thing that's cute at first and all of a sudden they dig in their fucking claws and start
that's true.
stabbing it. No, I don't like that.
But how do you know that the cat doesn't know the move that you really need to make?
There's no way in
That's
hell
why. That's why that's why she or he is clawing you.
because the
Come on,
cat is not capable.
come on, Dad, move aside. Let me make the move for you. You know, I look forward to seeing that when I do finally get the steering wheel. Come on,
Right.
come on, Agnes. Yeah, show me the move that I need to make.
What's weird is my wife has asthma, and she has inhalers. And the doctor said, Claudette, if you wanted to get over your asthma, you got to get rid of the cats. And she said, no, I
Yeah,
can't do that. But
Asthma's
then
aren't
she won't.
as an allergies though.
But then she won't take the shot that would offset the allergy.
yeah,
Me, about a year ago, all of a sudden, I start reacting. The cats, they don't mean to, but sometimes the claws come out, and
hmm
my hands start itching like crazy. And when I'm sitting on the
It's because they're
chair or
crazy.
sofa, my one cat Sonata, she wants to be where I'm at. So when she jumps from the floor to the sofa, she always uses my kneecap as a jumping off point.
hmm
And the next thing you know, I got these damn scratches on my knee, and then it gets all kind of red and looks nasty. And I'm like crazy because I just like, Dad, you're allergic to the cats. So
yeah.
You know how you make that scratch
Uh,
go away? You
get
just
rid of the
wash it
cat.
off real quick.
How?
Just wash it really good. It's
Oh,
because
okay.
they have a bacteria on their
Yeah.
claws and it gets into your skin and causes that
Yeah,
irritation.
Yep.
yeah,
I get that. What's that stuff you used to have? You pour it on and it bubbles. Um, oh,
Isopropyl alcohol?
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna end up with a cat tree because we bought a scratching post, but she won't touch. She won't touch it.
Dude, they like
Oh,
cat trees way
And
better though, I think.
we
yeah.
bought I mean, she'll go to the couch and she'll claw the corner and not do any damage, but she'll claw the corner and then she'll go find a spot. But she likes confined spaces. Really, she was an outdoor cat that was rescued, and she just likes to be where sometimes where people aren't. But she's a really affectionate
Yeah.
cat. You can go up and you can pet her and you can play with her and you know
Cats and
what
dogs only want to be loved, and
they
in
do.
return, you want to give you love. And these
They
Dogs
do.
assholes
do. Cats
people,
want to run your whole life.
wow. See,
Well,
I have
if
7 cats, so I cannot say that. I don't see
Hmm.
that in my
it's
cats.
How much time you
Uh,
spend with your
it,
cats? Yeah, probably a
what?
lot.
it's
Say what?
How much time you spend with your cats? Probably a lot.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm here. I'm here in front of my computer 10 hours a day. Um, 7 o'clock. No, I'm serious. I wake up at 8:30, and once I get dressed, I'm in front of my computer. I 12 o'clock. I take my happy pills, and then I wake up an hour later, and I'm back in front of my computer. And then 5 o'clock, I take my happy pills again, and then I
Happy
wake
Meal.
up. I confirm my computer, and then at 7 o'clock, I go downstairs to eat dinner. That's when the cat wants to dance because my Sonata wants to have some of Daddy's food. So Daddy
Yep.
gets done eating. I use about like an hour. We always watch one of our programs while we eat, and then I go back up to my office. I'm in front of my computer until about 10 o'clock at night. Then the cat starts walking back. I'm like, Dad, it's bedtime. Dad, it's bedtime. Dad. Okay.
Yep.
Then I go to bed, and then I'll wake up an hour later to go peek. I had all this coffee, and I'll be on my computer. I'll be on my iPad. I'll be on my cell phone. I'm doing work. Blah blah blah. And that's my life. You know.
I wonder. I wonder if Agnes comes in while we're sleeping and just turns around and walks away. Because we're not immediately up and at her mercy.
I will say this. My daughter has. Okay, we have 4 cats. My daughter has 3 cats and a dog. Her one cat, when he goes to bowel movement, he has to tell the household he's going potty, and he's like, meow, meow. Okay, he's going bathroom.
Yep. Okay. And on that note, William, it's your turn.
What's your happy pet story?
Oh,
He has to think about it. Good Lord.
If you have to think about it, then you don't have one.
it's difficult for me to pick out a favorite because there are so many memories with my Chihuahua that are perfect.
Yep. Chihuahuas are great.
Yeah, we have this tradition now where when I go to bed, Cassandra goes to bed before I do, and then when I go up, she'll wake up as I come up the stairs, and then she'll be trying to give me kisses all the time. I'm trying to get into bed and get settled, and she's all jumping around my face, all excited. And then she gives me about 3.5 licks, and then turns around and curls up by my feet.
Yep. There's
3. Okay, what's a half a lick?
It's like she's going to give me a lick, but then she changes her mind and she's like, "Never mind, I'm just going to get comfortable."
Damn, your feet stink, dude. I'm not gonna lick your feet again.
no. I can't explain it either. We had one for 13 years, and she just when she wanted to, she did. But most of the time, she wanted to.
I will say this, if I had to do it over again, I would do another dog. But
You got to get the right dog, though.
yeah, we always get rescues, and they're the best kind to have. We never have gone wrong getting a rescue dog. Unfortunately, now having all these kitty cats, getting a dog is not in the picture anymore.
Yeah.
Besides that, we're kind of like over our limit for the HOA.
You don't even want to get me started on HOAs.
Yeah, me either.
The most useless thing in the world to me, and I guess maybe they work where they should work, but other times they're just you didn't mow your lawn today, $50. You parked your car in your driveway, $200.
Your grass is too long.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
There's mold on the side of your house. Clean it.
Yeah.
We can see your trash cans from the street. Move them.
Yeah. Or that car in your driveway hasn't moved in 6 months. That's it. That's $100. I mean, come on.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to make neighborhoods look pretty.
No, they're trying to make money.
Well, trying to do is exert control. They just want to control everything, all the aspects of it. They want to control the air quality. They want to control the aesthetic of everybody's house. They want to control the length of your fucking grass. They want to control what you can and cannot have, how many cars you can own.
Right. What kinds of cars? It's like I said, my landlord was, I think, the president of the HOA, and she traveled a lot. And
that's the worst.
when she wasn't there, you'd be amazed over what they would pass. And then, like I said, in my story, is that my garage was in the middle of maybe 100 garages, and I said everybody is on board that all I need to do is extend my garage 3 inches, so when it closes around the back of the limousine that is in my garage. It doesn't block fire equipment. It doesn't block ambulance equipment. It doesn't block anybody. And I will pay. And I will pay for it myself. And like I said, the lady who owned the condo was the president of the association, and she was on board for it. And they weren't. And it's like, come on, come on.
But aren't HOAs voted in by the majority of the neighborhood people?
They could, but I don't understand why the people in my complex would have voted against it.
Well, our HOA here, they mow the grass, they shovel the snow, they take care of the weeds, they trim the trees, they pick up the dead animals that are in the street, stuff like that. So from that standpoint, they do well. It's just when they have all these other, we saw you had decorations outside. They look like Christmas lights. Are they Christmas lights? If they're Christmas lights, you have to be gone because it's July. No, it's just a tree that has different color lights on. But you can do the Christmas lights. Get rid of the Christmas light. Oh, the basketball net. No, it has to be taken in. It can't be affixed to the roof. It's like, okay, now you're trying to control our lives. But unfortunately, the majority of people voted them in, and you can't get rid of them. Like you said, $50 a month. Now, luckily, I don't pay it. My landlord pays it.
Yeah, but it will eventually show up in your rent as the landlord paying it. Because one day the landlord is going to decide they don't want to pay it, or they're going to boot you out because of it.
I guarantee it ain't coming out of their pocket. No.
Right. Our landlords don't have an HOA, and they do everything. They mow when it needs to be mowed. There's only one lot in the whole property that I think is so big that it's
so big.
Well, they're responsible. The people that live in that unit are responsible.
Yeah. I gotta get going. I'm really past time here.
The rest of us are not responsible for it. So ours is a lot that the landlords take care of, and if they ask me to take care of it, I'd take care of it. But they're just great people.
Now your little house, do you have any land with it?
No, we're not.
I'm talking about William.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm right now. It's just sitting on my buddy's second lot in the middle of town, so I'm sitting on like half an acre.
But you're on land.
Yeah.
Now you said it's sitting on his lot. So is that like is it mobile? Can you move it?
No.
Oh, I was
It's
saying
got a 4-foot concrete basement. It ain't going nowhere.
Oh, okay. Well, this way he said it. It's okay. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, I've seen them advertised. Back in the day, I've seen, Sears catalog used to have them. I know Amazon. You can buy them from Amazon too nowadays.
Mobile ones, yeah.
Elon Musk's idea was to take the box house and put it on wheels,
like a piece of origami.
Hook it onto your Tesla and move it, or drive off the pad and move it wherever you wanted to. And that was, to me, that was a great idea, because one day you may work in Dallas, the next week you may work in somewhere in California. God, I hope not, but you might.
Yeah.
Although
people that do that. Yeah.
So speaking of work, I gotta get going.
Yeah. All right, Randy.
I think I covered everything. Oh, wait! Before I go, I want to cover this. So China has a robot called the Aggie Bot, and they've hit their 5,000 mark. And when I saw this robot, I think to myself, besides having 100 million men who are in the military, they have these damn robots, right? And right after that video, there's another video here in the United States called Phantom Robot Soldier. So this guy is building these robots for the military. and he's teaching them how to shoot weapons and how to kill people. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, nothing will go wrong with that idea.
Nope, nothing's wrong with that idea. I do want to ask you two guys, because I've asked you both individually. Do either one of you have any problem if we move this to Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m.? I do know that William said that
Monday I won't be able to make it because I'm at work.
Right. Mondays he can't make it. And I wanted to ask Randy if you have, well, he seems to have bounced again, which bothers me, but that seems to be working today. I have to wait for him to come back. But yeah, only because we may get more views. We get more views. I mean, it's fun having the conversations and drinking coffee with my friends, but it seems to be about getting more views, at least on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm cool with whatever. I'm just here for the coffee and the hanging out. Don't matter none to me.
Well, sometimes you might have something to say.
Yeah, I try not to.
Why?
I just wind up being wrong anyway. Or, I present it in such a fashion that it causes issues with people, and so I just don't.
You're always welcome to say what you mean or say what you want on this broadcast. We don't jump on people for it. I just wasn't ready with enough stuff in front of me this morning to speak on the Republic of the USA, and I just wanted them to understand that I wanted to get the right information out. And
yeah, I just sent them a couple questions while we were talking,
and that's why I got a little flustered, because my stack of notes that I brought with me this morning, I didn't bring all the answers. And unfortunately, the meme says Dave knows everything, and when he doesn't, he makes stuff up fast. I didn't want to make stuff up fast.
No,
this morning.
Absolutely not.
We're at a point where we need to pass the right information on, and then hope that people do what they do. But anyway, William, you are always welcome. Anytime that we're here, and anytime that you are, I still have to check to get an answer about bringing in allowing everybody to bring in their own individual channels with us, so that they can be all over, so that we can be all
coordinated
all over the internet. I know it's StreamYard. StreamYard allowed it as long as everybody had StreamYard, and Restream seems to allow it whether you have Restream or not. So I just want to be sure that we can be able to do it.
Yes.
Just get everybody together and drink coffee and have fun, and anybody can step up and say what is
this show got 23 shares. That's impressive.
It's good. Well, I sent out 20 of them, I think.
Oh, well, fine.
Well, and I tell people the same thing, because 13 of them went to, 10 of them went at random. But I tell people, if we alienated a group owner or an admin, please feel free to let us know, and we will not alienate you anymore. If you're happy with it, we will continue to try to send it to you. I don't have the equipment to put it where I want to put it before we go on. It's just it's too much for me. I can do it. It's just kind of too much to try and do it. And I have to learn this thing called continuous looping. And then I have to be able to pin everything where we put it, because I'm too afraid that in a news feed, it'll go so far down the news feed by the time we're on that you have to look for it.
Yeah, that was a problem over at Rumble too, because you can get buried real fast.
Yeah, and I don't want to get buried everywhere. Rumble is still something that I'm looking at. X is something that I almost have X under control. Just taking the YouTube link and retweeting it and sending it out. We have 5 views the other day, which was great.
Oh, good.
Great
for nothing.
Great for just trying it. The only problem is that we didn't get anybody while they were watching to let me know whether or not YouTube live chat carries over to X.
Right.
So, that's what I want.
That translation.
I mean, it's just that I'm just the guy who wants to do everything but doesn't have the budget to
Right.
do it. So it's like I talk to 27 different AIs and get 42 or 54 different versions of what you
How
can
to
do,
do it.
what you can't do, and
Yeah.
how to do it. That sometimes I just don't sit and do it because I worry about the equipment. But no, it doesn't really matter.
That's all right. We're going to keep the grind up anyway.
We're going to keep the grind up. We're going to pass people the information that they need to know. But I appreciate you being here and hope that you will come back often.
Absolutely. I
right.
will catch you probably Wednesday.
Wednesday. All right. I will hold you to that. Do you want to do it or you want me to do it?
I got it. We'll catch you later.
All right. William Rayfield. I didn't say that. William Lockett the third, and Randy Rhodes. Randy Rhodes from All Roads Lead to Home Genealogy, as well as several other Southern groups that he is in. William Lockett, who is all over the place and everywhere, both on Facebook and on everywhere. I gotta try to do something this morning. I don't understand why it did this screen. We're playing with Restream and trying to learn the whole thing. There it goes. We're playing with Restream or paid Restream finally. I'm just trying to make sure we understand how to do everything. So, sometimes we don't understand what we do. We do it. We just try to make it work as best as we can. And I tell people constantly, we are like doing a radio show live. So, sometimes we do it without a hitch, and sometimes we just got to sit back and make it laugh. And if you like that, then come here. If you want to be a part of it, let me know. We are on right now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. for morning caffeine. I am thinking about moving us to 7 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And selected Saturdays, we may be on at 10 a.m. and selected Tuesdays and Thursdays. We might throw that in too, but I don't really know. We're just trying to be live when people tell me they want to be on and do a broadcast with us. Real People, Real Talk appeared on Saturday last week. And Michael Anthony and I had a good time just giving you the real talk. So if you're a real talk person, real people, come do it with us. Like I said, we had people from Republic of the USA and interesting information. I just was in a wrong frame and I grabbed the wrong stack before I sat down this morning. So I really couldn't give the information that I wanted to give. But that broadcast is over 1,000 views on Facebook. I don't know how many it's got on YouTube, but you can watch that and it will give you a foundation. And we're working on some other broadcasts that we hope to do with them as well. We'll get them all right up there so that you're able to watch them and be a part of that action too. Okay, we are in a corporate empire, if that's how you want to look at it. And when the marshals get rid of all of the bad that we face, and it will be bad everywhere. Okay, when the marshals get rid of it all, they will return it to us, ready to rock and roll with us in control. And that's what needs to be. So pay attention to that. Pay attention. Have a fantastic weekend. It's Monday, the 15th of December. As we said, you have 12 days until Christmas if you want to be on time for everyone. You're in the Hanukkah week, or Hanukkah 8 days. Hanukkah started the 14th at sundown and will continue until the 22nd at sundown. so you can be a part of that. We will try to bring you the latest information on Bondi Beach, Sydney, Australia, and the massacre that happened there as soon as we can. We're trying to get you the best and most reliable information on that one, and the best and the most reliable information we can on the Reiner incident. And again, our thoughts, prayers go out to the family of Rob and Michelle Reiner. Okay, when bad things happen, we can come together and show our feelings. It's okay. Let's see. On that note, we're going to call it a day. Double V victory. This Boogie with the vocals come to an end. I'm going to hit this one.